Well, good evening once again. This is John Futrell, aka Jonathan Movies on YouTube. Special Thursday night edition of my reports. I'm outside the Cinemark Theater in Paducah, Kentucky. And you hear a pretty good crowd to my side. That's because, well, if it's a Thursday night at the Cinemark, that means I was watching RiffTrax. In this case, Night of the Living Dead, their special 1 week before Halloween show. This is often considered one of the best zombie movies ever made, or one of the best horror films ever made. Low budget, still holds up after all these years, yet the guys at RiffTrax managed to turn into some pretty funny stuff. This is a film that's been lampooned before, I think maybe by Mystery Science Theater 3000, the previous show. But of course this track had some current references. The African-American gentleman who boarded up all the windows and doors was referred to as a young President Obama. That's a joke they couldn't have done decades ago. There were also references to Nancy Grace, Honey Boo Boo. That was a pretty funny one toward the end. Walking Dead. Oh, just all sorts of very funny comments as only these guys can do. I think well, of course, the evening started with the usual spoofs on the little trivia slides. Talked about the quote from Carrie about the dirty pill. Say that's quote's not in the remake. That's a waste of celluloid. Of course, nowadays it might be a waste of digital because they're not doing film much anymore. What else? And they also had a short film featuring Norman, the I guess the cubicle worker who's been on previous RiffTrax shows. I didn't care too much for that one, but the main event itself was great. Just so much fun, and of course there'll be more. They announced December 5th. They will be doing their special Christmas show, taking on Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. I've got that one on DVD, and that's pretty funny on its own. I can't wait to see what these guys do to it. And let's see. I guess this weekend, might take in Bad Grandpa. The new Jackass movie. I like the first three. This could be interesting. Calvert Drive-In down in Calvert City, Kentucky, they've got plans for... They got a double feature of the 1959 film, the Giant Shrews, and then the recent sequel, Return of the Giant Shrews. Along with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. It's going to be an interesting triple feature. It may be this cold, but I'm looking forward to it. So until then, this is John Futrell, aka Jonathan Movies on YouTube. See you at the movies.